I hate Zillow, and many other real estate professionals do as well. Now, it's perfectly fine if you're just simply browsing homes you'd like to buy. However, once you become interested in a property, that's when things get extremely frustrating and a little bit shady. This also goes for Realtor.com and other comparable home search sites. Today, we're going to talk about why you should never use Zillow and their competitors when you're looking to buy a home. Make me a deal. If you get any value or information out of today's video, hit that like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. My name is Greyson Roberts, a realtor and owner of Boss Properties, your one-stop shop for everything real estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest countrywide, don't hesitate to reach out and give me a call. I'd be more than happy to help you out. And also, don't skip ahead because today's sponsor is actually going to pay you to sign up in the form of a sign-up bonus. Yes, once again, Webull, my favorite online stock brokerage. They're going to pay you in the form of 6 free stocks, and all you got to do is click the link in my description, create an account, fund your account as little as 1 cent, and they're going to put all that free stocks in your account. You can sell, buy the dip, make more money, or simply put them into your bank account because inflation sucks. Thanks to Webull for sponsoring literally every single video I make. And let's talk about why I hate Zillow. To be completely honest, out of the gate, the reason that you should not be using Zillow is extraordinarily simple, which is good. So here's how it works. Let's say you're browsing through Zillow, and when you find a home that you like, you can have the option to contact the listing agent or put in your contact information for further information on the property. However, as soon as you hit submit, you try to call the listing agent or anything like that, just basically if you try to inquire at the property at all, your information all gets immediately collected and sold to the highest bidder. So here's how this works. All of these internet home search websites, they've got all these massive inventory of homes, or basically MLS portals, right? And then regular people go on and they look for homes. But when they inquire, all of their information gets collected. How they make money is simply selling your information to real estate agents in the form of leads. It's a very common practice in real estate where desperate real estate agents will bid and pay top dollar for simply just information, internet leads, aka you. So it basically results in your information getting collected, immediately sold. It makes it very hard to ever get in contact with the actual listing agent, and you're just gonna get spammed with texts, emails, and phone calls. It's a bad experience, and I actually ran my own experiment. So let's walk through exactly what I did to try to get in contact and inquire about more information on a specific property that I was looking at on Realtor.com. Obviously, I'm a real estate agent, so I never really look at Realtor.com in my area because I have my local MLS, but I was just curious about how all of this worked, and here's my experience. So I was on Realtor.com and I found a sample property. I click it and there's a button that says call listing agent. So I call the listing agent expecting to get put straight through to the listing agent, of course, so I could talk to them and inquire about the property. But someone from Realtor.com answered and I said, "Are you the listing agent?" They said, "No." And I said, "Could you put me through to the listing agent?" And they said, "No." I said, "Do you have the contact information to the listing agent?" And they said, "No." Basically, you're going to call them, they're going to collect your information, so once again, they can sell that, and that's how they make their money, essentially. So I was like, okay, well, the button that says call listing agent is it just doesn't work. It's just totally misleading. So there was of course, fill out your contact information sheet so you can, they can get back to you about the property. And then that's whenever, your name, your phone number, where you're from, and your email address and all that, that's the information that actually gets sold to other agents. It happens all the time. It's a popular thing for desperate real estate agents competing for all of these internet leads that may or may not lead to absolutely anything. But when you do give your information out there about, especially for inquiring about a specific property, those agents are going to hound you to try to buy it because they probably just spent a couple $100s just to get your name and number. So that's essentially how it works, and that's why I never ever advise anybody use Realtor or Zillow when they're seriously looking to buy properties. Now let's talk about briefly how you should actually go about seriously inquiring about properties you see on the internet. So simply looking back from afar, it's totally fine. I do that right now because I only have access to my local MLS. That's how it works. And if I want to look at other places, across the country, just because I like to see what's going on, I do hop on specifically Zillow and sometimes Realtor.com, but I never, ever, ever give them any contact information. I do have an account on there, but I will never submit or call or inquire. If I needed to do that, I would I'll tell you exactly what to do. Listen, first things first, buyer's agents, real estate agents, if you're looking to buy a house, are completely free. Let's say you came to me and you wanted to buy a house. You can come to me. I will help you buy a house and it won't cost you anything. I get paid based on a commission of the final sale price from the seller from the proceeds of that sale. So there's no reason not to simply reach out to a real estate agent and have them be the middleman, the one that has to deal with all the listing agents and stuff. So it's a win-win. The buyers get a free employee essentially, and I get paid from the seller when you decide to buy a home. But here is the benefit of actually just working with a real estate professional and not trying to, get bombarded with these internet leads. So the first thing I do when someone comes to me and they want to start their home search is I create them an MLS portal. Now, essentially, that's kind of what Zillow and Realtor.com is. It's just a portal so you can see through and see what's on the MLS. But with an actual portal, it's specifically for you. Essentially, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions about your wants, your needs, and all your parameters. I'm going to punch that into the MLS, and you're going to be the first to notified via email when any new property hits the market on your parameters that kind of, meet your criteria. So you're going to be the first to see there. Then you can go in and browse other properties in your specific criteria. And of course, there is no information selling, because you got to think about it. If I set you up with Zillow and you were inquiring with other people about looking at properties and they were constantly trying to sell you on using another agent, that would not be in my best interest. So when you work with the realtor, they're going to make sure you have a very, very private home searching experience, and you will not have any of your information sold to any other agent, because, if you came to me, I would want to protect you and protect our transaction. So that is probably the number one thing I do, is just a simple MLS portal tailored specifically to my clients' wants and needs. Also, there are some agents who have their custom apps. I actually have a custom app. So if you wanted to come to me and you didn't want an MLS portal, you wanted a little bit more freedom to adjust your own parameters, you can also use an app. And a lot of agents have this. It's basically similar to Zillow and Realtor.com, but the app will not sell your information because, like I said, the real estate agent wants to protect their client and their transaction and make sure their process is good. So, if your process buying a home with a real estate agent, or me specifically, of course, if your experience is bad, that's not good for business, because then you won't refer me to, your friends and family. So long story short, Zillow, Realtor.com, and other comparable home search sites collects your data, sells them to the highest bidder. But when you actually get a real estate agent, they're going to make sure you have a very secluded and private home search experience. So that is my advice from a real estate professional, someone who has tested it out on both ends, someone who is wanting to know information about a property, and someone who is helping someone get information about a property. So there you have it. Stay safe. Don't get your information sold, because it is actually extraordinarily fast how quick your name, number, and email gets sold to the highest real estate agent bidder. We'll join the deal up. If you got any value or information out of today's video, hit that like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to get the free money with Webull, and I will see you in the next real estate video.